Welcome back to another Solidworks tutorial. So here we have project assignment 12. It's this model that's shown here in this drawing. So it's a hollowed out part with thin wall features. It's got this slanted cut here and a couple of holes. So we'll be getting started here with sketching our part and our features. We'll start with the front of the part. So go to front plane and hit normal 2. See how it flipped it around like that? That's not correct. So this shows like the back side. We want to click it again, make sure that's on the left, and it'll be on the front side. Extruded boss, and then we'll kind of sketch some of the features here, and we will mirror these entities across this plane right here. If it'll get me to, there we go, mirror, and then just hit the check. Everything is equal now. This guy is 5.5. And let's see. How do we know how long this step is? Don't think we're given that information, so let's just roll with the arc, and that would give us the information, I think. So 1.250 is our radius, and put in the hole over here, and our hole is 1.250. And we just need to make sure that, alright, so this is the height now. We're given the height of the hole to the base. That's 1.75. So why didn't it lock in? There's something else we're missing. There's... Oh, I see. Okay, so that plane just needs to be, or that line needs to be collinear with that plane right there, and everything locked in. And you'll hit the check, and you'll do your extrude, but I want to do it mid-plane, and it's 2 inches wide. So there's the first feature of your part. It kind of looks like this, with a little hole in the middle. But there is something that we missed. So if you go back to the normal to here, go back to the feature on the sketch, we've got these fillets here on the corner. So click on the 2 corners, and the fillets are 0.250. And just make sure those filleted correct, and then hit the check and get back out of that, and there's your rounds. So now it's correct, and we'll go to the next step. There's a couple of holes, so click that surface, normal to, and we'll do hole wizard. It'll be just the regular hole, but make sure that there's no countersink, and it's a 1/2 inch. So scroll down on the left side here and find you 1/2 inch. Click on position and just kind of snap it to that front plane, and let's see, the The hole location isn't actually provided per se. It's kind of a distance between the two holes because you have one here on the other side. So what you're going to have to do is kind of do a subtraction. So we've got the length of our plate's 5.5. You'd take divided by 2, and then you'd subtract the 4 divided by 2. So you'd get 2 and 4 2. Let's see what that does. 0.75. Okay. And that's it. So it should be locked in place. And you'll go ahead and hit the check for the hole. And you should have your hole. And what you're going to do is mirror that. And you want to find the mirror. And you're doing it across the right plane. And just hit the check. And there's your holes. And you could, just for reference, check the center to center here. And see, it kind of shows down here, kind of funny looking. But you can see it's 4 inches apart. So that's what it's supposed to be. So we'll just get rid of that dimension. So there's step 2. And then the final step, actually it's 3 out of 4 steps. So the third step will be to notch this front surface here. So we want to make a, how are we going to do that? You could just come in from the side and draw it. But we're not given any dimensions there for the cut, except the angle at 20 degrees. You're only given like the step. So let's see how we're going to do this. Let's just come in on that surface there and hit normal too. And then just start, it's going to be an extruded cut, and then just start sketching. So we got this, oops, we got this line like so, and we know it comes to that surface, and we just need to know the dimension of this to the very bottom of the part. That's 1. And we're given the angle from the front to that. Actually, that is that correct? Yes, yes, yes. So we're given that angle here, it's 20 degrees. And we can just snap that to the top and sketch a couple of lines here. Or you could use convert entities, however you want to show those lines. Okay. In my case, I just need to trim these entities that are extra. And there's your cut profile. Hit the check, and it's going to be through all both. I wonder if we do up to next. No, see, that's because we're not taking it from the plane. You know, if we did the wait, why does it show? And we're just kind of going through the options to see what I can do up to next. I know this will cut it away, but it's kind of clumsy way to do that. So let's see if we can change the plane of, why did I get into sketch? Change the plane of the sketch to the right plane and go back into edit feature. That's looking a little funny. Yeah, it's kind of, it's tricky here because you've got, you can have something here on the right side that could be in the way and you might accidentally cut it. So I think I'll just do mid-plane and drag those to carefully come out, just like so. So you're only cutting away what material you need to cut away, and then just hit the check, and there's your slanted edge there, your feature there. And then finally, you've got the shell feature. So you'll go into shell. So you'll want to come into the shell, and you're only going to be selecting the holes, the faces of the holes. Don't select anything else because shell essentially removes material around the feature. So the circle right here, it's going to be removing all the material up to the next face with this thickness parameter in here. So if you were to select this face, it's just going to remove the face entirely and you'll have just like a hollowed out part. So you just want to have the holes selected here, and if you hit the check, see it hollows it out. And if I show you a cutaway like so, and we'll get normal to that, there's your cutaway. It's got thin walls just like the sketch, and it's all hollowed out on the inside. So I believe that's all we have to do for the model, and next we'll go to making the drawing. So now we'll be creating the new drawing from our template. So go ahead and go to new and make drawing, and go find the template you created in the last assignment, and go ahead and hit OK. And you've got your views that come up, and we need the front view, and there's a top view and an isometric view, and that's it. The sheet scale needs to be 2 to 3, no, 3 to 4. And we'll just kind of move these around. Come on. Okay. Sure like that. Oh, it's got all these dotted lines. So, no, like, but why? Yeah, we don't want the isometric view to have the parent style, so it'll be, you uncheck this use parent style display and just use hidden lines removed, and that's your isometric. And finally, there's going to be a cutaway view. That's a section view, and you're just trying to get it to the center line right here, and right click, bring it over here, and that's it. So there's your section view, and we'll go ahead and show dimensions for everything. Annotation, smart dimension. We got a dimension here. Got one there, one there, right here, here. And don't worry that everything's spilling over the edges. We'll fix that in a moment. Let's try to make this angle, and then see, and the thickness of this. See, and there's a hole right there. And you'd come over here, and you've got two of these. And that's it. So you want to highlight all the radiuses, radii, set up the leaders to go from the outside, custom text, and horizontal. Hit the check. Except these two and that one are showing the inside leader. We don't want that. We want the outside leader. Try to find what combination of things works to break that relationship. Okay, it worked over here. I think you have to do them one by one. So, yeah. So you'll have to do it one by one. Go to leaders and one arrow open leader. And that's it there. We've got, let's see, let's move the views a little bit to make everything fit. So in my drawing, I just kind of cleaned everything up, and I show all the dimensions here. You just adjust your font sizes, your leaders, everything to make it nice and clean. And I'm not sure why this angle got deleted, but we'll show it again. And that's the level of detail that you need, but you still need to make sure all this stuff populates here in the title block. It hasn't populated yet because we didn't actually plug all that information into our custom properties in the part. So we'd have to go back to the part model, and you go to file properties and you enter in new properties here. So you would, go through and put in the different things you want to show on your drawing. So we've got, weight, and that's mass. We've got material, links to material. We've got our description. I believe that was like the title of the document or something, so we'll just put it as. Then we need to find it's either drawn by or it's author. I don't remember which of the two I used. Let's see if drawn by works. Just put this in, and the date auto populates. And oops, unit of measure. Can I link it? No, so we'll just say IPS. And got material, drawing number, scale. Do we have? No, I think scale will auto-generate from the drawing. So I think that'll be it. We just need to make sure our material is the cast iron. Go find it. Gray cast iron, apply it and close. And just make sure you're saving along the way. Go back to your sheet. Yes, we know. So we've got great cast iron that loaded in, unit, weight, date, title. So we're missing author and scale. So I went and verified all my dimensions, made sure all the views were correct, made sure I was happy with the font sizes and the placement of the dimensions. Go through the title block down here, make sure all your information's populating correctly and your scale, your material, everything like that. And then that's it. Thanks for watching, and make sure you like and subscribe for more content.